But without further ado, I think we are ready to get started with our next run, which is Captain Wayne Vacation Desperation, any percent, with WildCherryMeteor. Cherry, where are we going?
Thank you so much, Pikachu. We are going to a lot of different places here on this game. This is Captain Wayne Vacation Desperation. I'm Cherry. So excited to bring this to y'all. This is going to be the, she was saying, the any percent run of this game. It's a boomer shooter game made in the GZ Doom engine, which is like a modded Doom engine. And we're just going to boom our way through this right at the rip. So this is going to be fast as soon as we hit how to play here. I'm going to do our countdown, and that's going to be our starting of this run. It's gonna go fast. There's gonna be a lot of fast things in it, and I hope you like sea animals because it's all about ocean themes. So here we go without further ado. 3, 2, 1. There we go. So we're starting off. Oh, thank you so much. No, we are starting right off here into this tutorial. And it's as you can kind of tell, it looks like a Doom game, sort of like with the same sort of style, the art style, and how you move and such. Especially your weapons on the screen. But unlike Doom, we can kind of kick around with our feet like this, and we are going to be going very, very fast. And it's a very flashy game. It's got a really unique art style to it, and we are going to be pretty much just shooting our way through this. So this is a game about our main character here, Captain Wayne, essentially going on an adventure to steal treasure while he's on vacation. So he's kind of doing that work vacation sort of thing. But that's essentially what our story is, and we'll talk more about it as we go. But right now we are working through this tutorial section, which involved us pretty much just learning how this game goes. And it's going to be a combination of a lot of things. So it's going to be a lot of precision platforming. We're going to be doing some tricks. Obviously, no glitches in this run at all that we're utilizing, but we are going to be utilizing a few tricks in game that are built into like the movement tech. And it's also going to be a combination of this and obviously combat like this as well. So making sure to maximize the combat efficiency as we go. And without further ado, that is the tutorial down. So now we are going to keep it going here on to level 1. And if you can see, I'm going to go ahead and start the obligatory question off here. Do you have a favorite sea animal and why? And let's start that discussion early and often. So
Yeah, do I have a favorite? I have a lot of favorite sea animals, but I think the one that comes to mind first for me is the seahorse. I think seahorses are so interesting and goofy and weird. Yeah, I don't know. Seahorses is my answer.
Seahorses it's a great selection. Unfortunately, I'm actually glad there aren't seahorses in this game because the most of the fish in this game are actually dead. We are actually consuming them. We are eating them, as you're gonna see. You're gonna see a lot of shrimp in this game. We're gonna be getting a lot of shrimp, a lot of chum, and a lot of fish. But I love seahorses too. They're absolutely beautiful little animals, and whenever I get to like see them in a cove, if I have that opportunity, I'm like, wow, look, seahorse. We're going here though. So we're going to definitely be getting, we got our first new weapon here, which is going to be the Boom Brew. This is going to be our best friend for this run, so get ready to see it a lot. We're also going to be doing a technique here a lot called shotgun jumping, where you're going to see me essentially get a lot of lift by alt-clicking, alt-firing the shotgun weapon, which is attached to his hand, mind you. This is his hand. He's honestly got one of the coolest character designs of a character I've ever seen. So we're going to be utilizing that all throughout this run here. To skip a lot of sections and pull off some cool tricks. We're going to do one right here, hopefully. So we're going to get through this section with the advance. Jump up. We got over the invisible wall there. There we go. And we're going to go in this hole. And here, hit this button.
This is so incredible to watch. Like my mind is like having trouble even processing what's going on.
Listen,
so
this is honestly, this is one of those just like it's just good to sit back and enjoy the ride. And now we're hanging out with these guys on their boat. That's such a valid opinion because this game it's a blur, but it's good like brain fuel. I feel like just to watch and enjoy. All right, so we're gonna try to pull off one of our first tricks in the run. This is called Belina Beach Skip. We're gonna try to jump over this fence. We did not get it. I'll actually go for it again since I was not happy with that time. We got it. Okay, so we got the key. We just skipped the whole section of the game by getting that key early. So that was really cool that we got that on the second try. So now we completely would normally have to go through this entire hotel sequence, but we are not because we just got that key early. Ooh, hell, it's a little low. It's okay. We're gonna hit that door and open that up early too. and we'll get a big bucket of fish guts here to eat, because what else would we eat when we're pirating in this world? Then a big old bucket of chum. But yeah, you're definitely going to see these shotgun jumps a lot in this run. We actually don't use the shotgun crazy amount for damage. We are really going to use it for movement for sure. It's kind of our lowest level weapon if we can have it. It's solid because you get a lot of ammo for it, but other than that, it's not great. We're really going to be using these boom brews to sweep these enemies up as much as we can. So here, a lot of this game too is going to be kind of knowing enemy spawns and making sure to clean them up as efficiently as possible, as I was saying. Now we're going to have this big guy come in here. We're going to knock him out with 3 or 4 boom brews. He does really big damage, so thankfully we got him out in 1. Hit this switch, and that's level 2. And now we're going to have some explosions for the next minute, so.
Is the time for some quick donations?
Please, if you've got some donuts, absolutely.
Awesome. Yeah, we got a couple. We got $10 from Pumpkin, who says, oh my gosh, who says, dedicate this to my roommate and best friend who loves Cyrus. And that went towards the Cyrus the Scholar in the Octopath Traveler run later. We also got $20 from K Alamode that says, my favorite sea animal is the mermaid.
Valid. First things first, absolutely love mermaids in here. Both but any kind of versions, ones with fish heads and ones with fish bodies, but they're both great. And Cyrus is also, I actually been playing Octopath Traveler for the first time. I'm absolutely fell in love with that game, and Cyrus was who I picked to start with. That's a great pick there. So absolutely love Cyrus as well, but I'm sure to get those donos in because we have a lot of, it's y'all's choice for this. So, and P, feel free to interrupt any time during this run with anything, please. Like, I've done this so many times.
Absolutely.
Like, there's no, like, interrupting at a bad point. Like,
Will do. Thank you.
no, absolutely. All right, so now we're in this third level of the game here, where at this point, Wayne has busted through this hotel, and now Wayne is going, he's kind of in this secret fortress here. And so what we're doing is trying to find this stone that is on this island called Orca Isle. It's called the Orca Stone. Does that make sense? Those are great sea animals too, orcas. And so what we're doing here is heading to this lab. So essentially, we're just following along this path of where the Orca Stone has been, where this team of bad guys has essentially been holding on to it. Hit this switch, wait here. It's like we're gonna do some crouch jumping. Buttons. This game's all about getting buttons, getting keys, classic Doom stuff, classic boomer shooter stuff. But it's such a treat to play, honestly. Like, I highly recommend people come pick up this game if you really like these sort of things, just because it's so. Or you can just play casually. So, because it's just such a treat to enjoy. We're actually standing while we get on inside these crates or inside these vents, because you actually move faster than crouching there. All right, we're gonna take out this big jelly enemy. We're gonna get this key. We're gonna open this door. We're gonna use our boom brews here to clear out these enemies specifically because they can cause a lot of damage. We need to hit this button, and we're gonna go hide out here in this room because the enemies mostly don't get in here while this pool is draining. So now this should be ready for us to slide in, and there we go. 130 health is actually really good here, so we're gonna keep this up. Going here. This is a section where we can die if we get an unlucky bottle here, but thankfully I think it should be okay. The birds are playing nice. Oh no, we died, but that's so okay. So we are literally just right there. Those birds, if you don't like birds in this game, I don't like birds in this game either. They are not great. They have bombs on them, so I don't want to hear seagulls. So to all my seagull fans, sorry, I'm not. Today is not the day for seagulls.
Seagulls.
But that's what's up. Go ahead, please.
I'm just noticing all of the info text in the upper left corner, and it's just like sending me and just like shells, drink some fish blood.
I know. All right, you know what? We're actually gonna get another meme. We're gonna do a meme thing real quick. It takes like 2 seconds. I'm gonna stand here in this game. And these are the secrets that are in this game. We just stand at that point for 5 seconds, and a hidden crab comes out.
That secret is
and Wayne
revealed.
says his iconic line of "Never give up, keep gambling," and that's pretty much what you're doing every time you play this run, gambling with your life. So. Just one of the many secrets in this game, because there's actually 2 categories to it. There's any percent and then there's secrets percent. I actually do have the world record in both of them. And the secrets percent involves us going and beating the same any percent game, but then getting every single hidden secret in the levels. And it's actually a really, really cool run, too. We get to see a lot more of the game you would see, including that crab. But now that we got that crab,
Are all the secrets crab? Or
there are secret crabs on every level, but not all the secrets are crabs, no.
Okay.
Valid question, though. Listen, the more crabs, the better in this game. Actually, crabs are sea creatures that are alive in this, so you know what? I take it back. Actually, we got a really cool skip there, getting red key skip. We were able to shotgun jump over onto that conveyor belt to get the key. I was really, really glad we pulled that one off. But, like, here's a secret right here. We'll just get it for fun. Why not? There's some bottles just got hidden in that wall. Shotgun jump to get up here. There's another
it's bonus content. I love it.
You know what? I'm so wrong. I'm so wrong right now. There are also octopus in this game that are alive, so they're also alive. So cool. And now, if you have donos, this is a great time since the ghost of Davy Jones or whatever is pretty much just gonna like infest us. So this is a great time while he's just talking.
I didn't realize this was a horror game, but yeah, please get those donations in either for the Octopath Bid War, or if you just want to donate and tell us what your favorite sea creature is. Hopefully it's one that's alive in this game or not in the game. Yeah, please go ahead and donate. And again, all donations are benefiting the Go Rescue Pet Center, and they're all so appreciated.
No, that's perfect. Please, I want to hear all your sea creature donations. I want to hear them because there are so many under the sea, as we know. So, and some that we don't even know, right? Like, I think the sea has like so many species that are like aren't discovered. So, like, I want to hear them. There's Wayne.
Yeah, there's some weird stuff down there.
Oh, I know. Oh, you think this is weird, Pete? We're gonna be getting some really weird stuff. Yet it has yet to come.
Are there like bobbit worms down here, or
I don't know what that is, but it sounds like something that would be down here.
Don't look it up.
I have to look it up now, so I'm gonna have to save that in my friggin' notes here. Okay, so we're gonna go through this section that I really don't like because I have the tendency to go fast, as you do, and that usually leads to me getting completely walloped and falling down here. But thankfully we got out unscathed for now. We're gonna go for a quick skip here. Nice. Jump over that entire section instead of going through that. And I hope you like explosions because we're about to see a lot more of them. Here we go. But yeah, no, this game is about to get really, really weird, y'all. If you're not familiar with it, there are definitely some like supernatural elements. Like we literally just had a ghost pretty much infest us in our soul, and gave us the ability to collect power skull tokens. And what those skull tokens do is they really amplify our damage. And we are actually going to use them a few times in this run to clear out enemies faster that we normally wouldn't do. But ghosts coming alive are just the top of the iceberg here. So.
Oh man, that's a really cool volcano.
I know. Who thought volcanoes erupting would be a thing? Not me. So at this point in the story here, Wayne is actually being followed by this detective, Stanley Steele Press, who's constantly like on his trail, sort of like a Lupin and like Zenigata for that franchise. The devs really loved Lupin III, so that was kind of some of the inspiration for this game. And so this detective is kind of on our trail here. And we're going to have to fight him soon, because he's tracking us down, as one does. And I'm actually not going to go for the shrimp skip here, because it's just a little bit too risky. But we're just going to go, just because we can die along this section. But we're going to go get some shrimp, if you like shrimp. There you go, shrimp. The road of shrimp, as we call. Because shrimp skip, we would normally not walk over that. We just bounce up on it with a shotgun skip on that barrel. But we're going to play it safe here. Hello? Excuse me?
Good reminder if you're currently seated watching this marathon to unshrimp. You know, good posture is important.
True. I honestly needed that. I was shrimping myself just now, so we're gonna hit it. Yeah, please, y'all unshrimp, hydrate, do all the things to take care of yourself, because Lord knows I don't know. So really appreciate that.
Absolutely. I was also shrimping, so it's a good reminder for me too.
Valid.
I'm locked in. I'm just like trying to like keep up with this wild run.
It really is. It really feels that way. So now we're on the dance floor with our friend Earl here. Earl is one of the meme characters in our community. He's just working hard for the bad guys, and but we don't love him in our run. He's does a lot of damage, and we are going to see him several more times throughout this run. He's not our friend. So thankfully we got him out here taking care of here, but he's a mini boss that is going to become a regular enemy later, and it's not fun. We are actually about to get one of our biggest weapons in the game, though, the cannon, which is really going to bust open some of the movement we're going to see, especially later in the run. Because we are going to...
Those enemies just all disappeared.
Oh yeah, no, that is the power of the cannon. It is such a good weapon, and we are going to utilize it a lot. Get the key. We'll get a good old bucket of chum here. Grab this beer. All right, now I warn y'all, we're about to go into a very difficult boss section, so I'm actually going to call for quiet time. We're going to be fighting Dinky F. Sheldon. This is a boss that is no bueno, so we're going to try to lock in here.
You got this.
It's over. Yeah, so complete joke there. I do that every time I run this game on stream or on marathons. The boss is over. We actually have a second boss here that we have to fight. But I go for that bad joke every time, so I apologize to everyone.
No, that was perfect. I love stuff like that. And you had me on the edge of my seat. I really didn't know. I had a feeling that might be the case, but maybe it is actually hard. I have no clue.
No, you just go. You attack him in any way, and he dies. It's kind of like the Shovel Knight, Tinker Knight fight a little bit, where you just kind of clear out the first one, and then the real one comes through. So we're actually fighting Stanley here, and this fight is actually pretty. It's pretty easy, but his second phase, he starts throwing Boom Brood everywhere, and he can become a little bit of a nuisance. I actually don't love how... Where is he? Okay, so he's... The reason I'm kind of unloading all my weapons here, too, is we're actually going to lose them all. It's going to go Metroid Prime on us, and we're actually going to lose all of our weapons in this next section.
Oh.
So thankfully, we got through it without a death, though. I actually want to see the time on that. 43, that's not bad. All right, so now if you thought the game was weird, it's going even weirder. So I don't even know story-wise what's going on here. We're like entering this ancient temple, the Temple of the Ancients, of these underground Atlantis fish monsters. So that is literally where we are now. It has now gone full doom, like with the vibes here. So we're gonna hit this button. This crab's gonna come up. We're gonna take this barrel off its back, and they're gonna spawn these enemies that are gonna be really key going forward. Goodness, the name is escaping me right now.
They look kind of like Naga.
Lagoonies.
Okay.
They do look like Nagas for real. They're important too, because they're a lot of times for the rest of the run, they're going to be our triggers for like unlocking next rooms. So they are very important. We go up here since we can kill that enemy right here, and I'm actually going to take our first safety save and name it NOGA because duh. And they do look like Nagas. That's a really astute observation. Because like I didn't put that until you said that. But we're gonna hit these eyes here. This is a section where we can die because every time you hit one of these eyes, more enemies spawn. So we're not trying to do that. So sweet. So we hit this button here. Slide through there. Cool. Going through that deathless. Very happy with that. And as you can see, we're actually getting our weapons as we continue to go through this. We're gonna get this blue key here. Here. And now we're going to go to this next section we were earlier. We're going to get we have to do two branching paths here. First, we're going to do the red path. Then we'll do the yellow. So in this red path, we're actually under the sea. It looks like a little mermaid and all the colors. It's great. And it's actually, there are no enemies here right now. But we have things to do.
I
so
love the art in this game so much. Sorry, I just wanted to point out like how everything is changing every time I enter a room. It's just like it's blowing my mind, and I love it.
Listen, you were so valid because that is literally how I got into this game. I saw this on Steam. I saw this on Kickstarter. I actually backed this game when it was on Kickstarter, and saw it and was like, I completely fell in love with it because of the art. It's so unique, and the cutscenes too, which we are all skipping right now. Definitely go and watch those if you're interested. They are hilarious. They're all like hand animated. They're really, really cool. Like and they're hilarious too. They're super funny. So now we've gotten through that section. We're gonna hit these two more keys as you do. Hello, excuse me. He's not playing nice. There we go. All right, we do not want to see that eye on our screen. So that Illuminati eye, we don't want to see that. So, because those Naga enemies, the Lagooni, can do a spell, which will pretty much completely nuke your health. Like, your health will go down to pretty much like 2, and then you're a one-shot. So we really want to avoid that spell on them, and we do that by killing them as fast as we can. So now we're going to go into this next yellow temple section. Going to do a quick few mash jumps, go in this lava hole. Down here, we're going to utilize our first ability of using the Power Skull to kind of increase the damage we take to clear our room a lot faster. So we're going to jump through these hidden room secrets, this kind of like forest maze from Zelda kind of sort of zone. We're going to grab the skull, Power Skull here, and we're going to get to this next section, and we're going to wipe out this Lagooni. So this Lagooni is the trigger to open this back door. Killed it so quickly. When I was originally doing my 80% run, I actually did not have that strategy. Playing Secrets Percent helped me find out that it's actually so much faster if you get that get the Power Skull, kill the Lagooni, and then go, because you're saving so much time not having to sit and take them out, because they actually do have a decent chunk of health. This is actually going really well, this section here, so I'm actually really happy with how it's proceeding.
Nice, you're doing an amazing job.
Oh, thank you. No. Go ahead, please.
No, you go ahead.
No, we're literally about to enter another cutscene with another god creature that we're awakening, so please, it's time for whatever you have.
Well, I wanted to ask, what is your crosshair? Like, what is it supposed to represent?
So that's supposed to be Wayne's face. That is okay. Wayne's face. We can change the crosshair. We can change. You know what? Why don't we? The next level, we got the time. I think we're proceeding well. Let's just change the crosshair to something completely different. Currently, it's just Wayne face.
It's very unique, and I was just curious what it was supposed to be, because I haven't seen a crosshair like that before in a shooter.
No, it's one of those, like, they took this level of like customization. It's so cool.
But yeah, just if we have a second to update on that bid war, right now Primrose the Dancer is winning in our Octopath Traveler single story bid war, where you get to pick the character that gets played later on in Octopath Traveler. So Primrose the Dancer is winning with $20, followed by Cyrus at $10. We also have Ophelia and Alphen as options. So if any of those are your favorite Octopath story, and you want one of those to be the one that gets played later today at No Glitches Allowed 2026, !donate in chat to get your donation in. Make sure you go to the bottom and select one of those when submitting your donation.
Yeah, Primrose is great too. But, her story is absolutely cool to work through and see. So if you're not familiar with that, that's a great choice. If you don't know who to go for, Primrose is great too. So at this point in the game, we actually have our new weapon, and this is going to be our big key weapon here. We have we call it railgun, you call it the shocker, you call it the an electric weapon. There's a bunch of different names. That's really dumb. Yeah, we have this weapon here. This is going to be really key for us because it actually resets the Lagooni's curse clock, and we can do a huge railgun jumps with this combined with the cannon to do one of the bigger skips of the game. So what happened while Pikachu was keeping us updated was we essentially awakened another god called Thunder Dave, another very helpful god that's here to help us. And what the Thunder Dave tokens do, which is this coin I have here, is this is like your bond. Like, it just is going to nuke everything on the field, and we are going to use it very strategically because we only get a few in the game. But we are definitely going to use them as much as we can because they're going to make some of these mandatory like set fights where we have to fight through a bunch of enemies a lot faster because we have a few rooms coming up where we have to clear all the enemies out before we continue. But right now we're currently powering up a laser to bust through to where this scientist is currently hanging out. So let's go over here. Oh, and yes, I said I would change the crosshair. So let me hit this button when we get in this room. Change that up.
What other unhinged crosshairs does this game have to offer? I can only imagine.
I forgot, but you can see I'm going to have you choose as soon as it comes up. Oh.
Gosh, the pressure.
No, please. There's no effect on gameplay at all if it wasn't obvious. So there's no pressure. All right, so here. So yeah, this is pretty much like the base of essentially the chief scientists that are underneath the bad guy, the main bad guy in this game called King. Yeah, So the person we're hearing on the comms here constantly talking to us is this chief bad guy called Professor Flatline. And he's kind of mad that we're kind of wrecking shop, and he's going to let us know throughout this in a very funny voice. But he's kind of like our second boss we have to do. He's like our second chief underling underneath King, who is our main bad guy, which we will definitely see later. Oh, green. I gotta do green. All right, let me change it. Let's change that crosshair right now. Crosshair, where is it? We definitely have the time. Miscellaneous? No. Where is it? Mouse. Where is it? If I can't find it in like 5 seconds, we'll move forward.
It's all good. It's all good.
The thing is, I want to find it though. I can't find it. We'll do it another time.
Yeah,
we'll
no
do it
worries.
another time. I can't even find where the crosshair. Oh jeez. But pardon that interruption there. Sorry, I was being very selfish with that. Excuse me.
No. It's like you like show the game off. Like if the
It's true. And I think we're doing okay, decently okay on time, so based on my internal clock of this game. So, here we are going to enter this next section where this is our first mandatory boss room, or like essentially a wave room, where we need to clear enemies to get to the next section. So at this point, our friendo here, our enemy turned friend, Stanley Steel Press, is kind of trapped in this cage, so we have to get him out because he's going to be key for the next story part of this game. So what we're going to do is we're going to start clearing these waves of enemies based on where they spawn. So they spawn in these holes over here on the right, and these little squares right there. And we are going to start using these boom brews to kind of snipe some of these big chunks of enemies now, especially those flying enemies. They do a lot of damage, so we want to try to clear them out as much as we can.
Will you start to get all the weapons back that you lost earlier?
Yes, yeah, at this point we have every weapon in the game, other than one more at the end, which I won't spoil.
Okay,
but we will get that one too. But we have every weapon at this point, so we got them all back. On that last level, working through it, we actually managed to get all our weapons back. So hopefully, I'm trying not to use our railgun here. I'm trying to use it as little as possible, because we do need it for some skips coming up, and I want to make sure we have enough ammo. Yeah, I could probably do it.
Gonna say the cannon seems pretty good for
It's
for a
very
wave
good.
there.
It's very good. It is very good. All right, so we're gonna free Stanley here, open him up, and there we go. So like moments like that where we just could not find that Laguni in that mess to trigger the next section, we just use our coin and go for it. So here we go. Now we're gonna go into one of the biggest sections of the game where we're gonna do the King's Court skip. So we managed to jump over that wall without having to do some side triggers by using our railgun jumps. Now we're gonna set up for this skip, which is going to involve clearing some of these enemies out. They have to go. Because what we're going to do for this is we're going to set up some cannons, or set up some TNT barrels here underneath this big moat here, this big castle gate. Excuse me. Oh. Very nice. All right, so I'll check that out. But we're going to grab these barrels. Oh, he died, but that's okay. Throw them. That did not line up great. I'll probably set up for this one more time, and if not, I'll go for the backup. Because this one is optional. The second one really is mandatory for this run. We really want to see that skip, but I'll set up for it since it's time. All right. There we go. Okay, one there. Right there. Perfect. Okay. Now let me get to clear some of these enemies now. We want to use. We're gonna try to pull up this really big jump. All right, cannonballs, perfect. I'll make a safety save here just to try. So here, 58. Why not? That's a number. We'll try it. I'll try this 5 times. If not, I'll go to bed. All right. Sometimes it actually determines it is determined like on how much health you have. But we're actually just going for a sound cue with the railgun to see at what maximum power is. Try one more time. That might have it. Yes, we got it. Yes.
Nice.
Oh yes, we got this kid. We got
so
King's
cool.
Court. That was really cool. That was really cool. I'm so glad we got that. And we got to do a save there for sure. And now we're gonna do that again. So we need to save our cannonballs and our energy because we're going to do that exact same skip again. Oh. Sweet. So now I'm really glad we got that. Took a second, but we're essentially that cuts off like 10 minutes of going through this game normally, casually, and unlocking 2 gates on the side. So that is a huge time save.
Yeah.
They might have blown up my barrel. So yeah.
How does it compare to the backup?
Yeah. No, for sure. The backup would have been like about 2 minutes at max, but thankfully we did not have to use it. We're gonna do this
Nice.
Hopefully we can. No. Oh, that's okay. That zombie crab came in and wrecked shop. That was hilarious. Thankfully, with safety saves in this and the autosave system, we should be able to easily line this back up and be good to go. This was found by some other members of this community that actually could do this with 1 barrel. Shout out to those homies. They make really quick work of this skip, doing it in 1. The setup for 2 is actually a little bit more RTA viable. All right, so this is decent here, so let's go ahead and save. We're going to name this one 8. Why not? And our health's a little high. I'm actually going to need to go have an enemy shoot me just a little bit. That's fine. Perfect. Yeah, normally you'd not think that we're actually going to have an enemy hurt us to pull the skip off, but it's actually easier to tell we have the right height with it. Nope, that's not it. Let's try this again. You do this enough times, you're like, oh, I know exactly how that feels.
Yeah.
Yes, we got it. There we go. Nice. I'm very happy with that. But a minute 52 in-game time for that. That's really clean. Normally, this is like a 10-minute stage. All right, so these guys are going to talk in the background here. So if you have any updates, peek and see. This is a great time.
Yeah, sounds good.
Or we could just talk. I mean, we could totally just chat.
Yeah. I mean, I'm cool. I was curious how you kind of discovered and got into this game in terms of like your history with speedrunning it.
Absolutely. So I literally saw this game on Kickstarter on Steam, and when it was like set to pre-release, because just the art, it just looked beautiful. And I was like, what is this game about a captain with a pirate with a hook arm, like a gun arm? It's so cool. Saw it on Steam. As soon as it came out, I bought it, and then I just fell in love with the movement and how all the character that's put into it. Like, you can tell the developers of this game, Ciarian Games, they put so much time and effort into this game, and it really shows because all of it was done on like a very small team here, and you can join their Discord too to see like their development story and stuff. The developers are very active. But they had so much passion for creating this game. They had such a vision for it, and I think it really just came out in the gameplay because it's so fast. It's made to be speedrun, honestly, like truly with having the in-game timers. And they don't they're very much like excited to see skips and stuff, excited to see the tricks that people are discovering. So that's kind of like my story for this game while we're going through this next fighting session. But honestly, for anybody out there, I'll just go ahead and get the PSA now. If anybody's interested in this game, please feel free to join the Captain Wayne Discord and talk about it. Like, we are a small community of speedrunners, but the game community for this is actually really great. A lot of people love this game casually. And it's got like a brawler mode too, which I have not done a lot of, but it's got like a round by round, like essentially like a wave shooter, for lack of a better term. So if you're super interested in that, definitely reach out to and join the Captain Wayne Discord, or if you're interested in doing this run, reach out to me. Like, I'm one of the few active runners of this game, so if this is something you're very interested in, feel free to. I'm always open to help new runners and help people learn this game because it's just a super fun experience.
What we're doing to hear that.
Absolutely. This is actually going really well. This wave fight, we actually want this to go really clean. Well, I don't love our health, so I'm actually going to do another safety save. Because this can go a lot of different ways depending on who spawns. You don't want to see that Illuminati eye at all. Health's a little low, so hopefully we can get some. And see, this is the section where I actually have to you have to find where these enemies are because they're hiding somewhere.
I can imagine if you're on a good pace and that happens, probably pretty frustrating.
Oh, for sure, for sure. If any of these, if you have to restart one of these, this is definitely a reset. Or if you're going for a world record or a PB, like this is a reset point for sure. Like if you can't get King's Court skip, ideally, and if you can't get some of that earlier rant wave fight that we were doing, if you can't pull that off, it's definitely like I'm sinking so much time because I'm dying in these fights. So it's always nice to have a safety save. And another reason to get into this game, like it's super user friendly. Like I mean, if you can easily just quick save, quick load a skip that you need to try, or a trick your section that's bugging you, and you have that full freedom within the rules of the run. So, I mean, you saw it right there. Like I mean, on my main PBs for this game, I definitely had to saying a lot. So navigate. Oh, that's okay. We died. It's fine. That's why we saved. But the safety saving system is really good for just covering you when you know that section is like going to be difficult. So super accessible, which I love.
Yeah, absolutely. I've been looking for I've been interested in like maybe running a shooter, which I've never done before. So definitely we'll keep this one in mind.
That's such a good point because like this is the first shooter I ever run, and I'm so ready to pick up more. Like legitimately, this is like piqued my interest for running new shooters and this is a great one to do. So. It's so satisfying getting these snipes too with the boom brews, like especially those aerial enemies, just seeing them fall. It's just like yes, nice. So they're spawning in these squares. If you've noticed, there's these squares in the bottom, the kind of like this U shape of this room, and that's where I'm kind of just going back and forth clearing these enemies as they spawn. Earl spawned. If you hear that, that's Earl. Earl is here, which is not great. I'm actually gonna take another safety save, so I don't want to do that again. And Earl can kill us very, very, very quickly. He's hanging out there in the center, so we're gonna get some beer and some.
Earl sounds so unassuming. Doesn't sound like the kind of enemy.
He's a good. He's such a meme. He's such a silly little goofy little guy, but like such a menace at speed, no doubt. I'll show a fun thing off here. He also leaves his shoes behind when he dies with the other little his corpse. Look at his little shoes. He leaves his shoes behind. So he's such a meme character though in the Wayne community. We love Earl. We love Earl, but we hate people who play casually love Earl. Speedrunners hate Earl, so I completely get it. I gotta stack up on these real quick, and we got through that section. So
it's a shame you can't pick up Earl's shoes.
I wish Earl's shoes were a weapon, and there are some weapons we're actually some like one-time weapons we're not seeing in this game. Like there's a flare gun. You can eat a coconut and throw coconuts at people. So we are not skipping all of that with this. So now we're into our king fight. Here. So this is pretty much the main bad guy of this game, and so he's who's been kind of supporting us as we continue to work through the Orca Islands. And we are going to want to use the railgun on him for sure. That is going to be our weapon of choice because it just does the most damage. So how this is going to work, this is going to be one of those fights where we are going to have enemies spawn in waves. Like, this game loves enemy waves, and so we are going to try to handle them as much as we can while in between phases. They all spawn in these. Go ahead.
I was going to ask if running out of railgun ammo is a concern during this at all or not.
We try to. Usually, there's ways to refill it. In this fight, you can run out, but usually it's pretty okay. Like this game gives you ammo because it wants you to use the weapons, right? So it makes perfect sense.
Right, of course.
But like at 22 here, we're actually a little low, so let's try to get some here. It'll respawn, thankfully. But our backup is to use our Boom Brews. Ooh, nice.
Is it only direct hits with the Boom Brews that cause damage?
No, if they can roll and grenade on their own, but we are trying
splash.
to.
Okay.
Yeah, they definitely have area effect damage, but we're trying to snipe them as much as we can because it just shortens that sequence up.
Yeah, of course.
I'm even out of Boom Brews too, which is great. Where? See, sometimes it's just navigating where these pesky little enemies are hiding. Here, buddy. Excuse me? I've never seen this before. This is a first. I'm saying the line. This has never happened. I have never seen this. I've actually phased him before this happened. Wow. I didn't even know he did that. We never usually just get right into it, but he was being so pesky. I'm gonna do it. That was really cool. I didn't even know he had that phase because we usually always skip it. All right,
Cool.
now
It sounds like it was a good that's never happened before, not a uh-oh.
Yeah, for sure. It's always an interesting thing to happen. Yeah, it's an if you're doing a PB, like what is he doing? But like,
yeah.
For the sake of this, it's like, wow, what? I didn't even know you had that phase. Like, just such joy with this game. This is awesome. the most annoying phase for sure. We're dealing with all these Brutuses here who are like gonna try to ram us, and then we deal with these birds. Birds aren't real in this game, and they're not real. Their birds are most certainly not real in this game. But
I haven't seen a single bird.
They are literally right ahead of us. It's because they go so fast and they just blow up as soon as they hit you. They're a nightmare in this game for sure.
Okay, now I see them. I guess up to this point, I haven't seen any birds, so
it's also hard to see when there's so much going on. I can't blame you all for that. So much happening. Earl, don't be like this today. I have to use my shotgun on you, Earl. Oh, so much damage.
Earl, I thought Earl was gone.
Earl is not gone. He's back.
Earl
This is
back?
the last. This isn't even the last time we'll see Earl, but thankfully he's gone. There's only his shoes remain. All right, I'm actually gonna do another save since Earl is gone. We love Earl being gone.
Is Earl a random spawn in this fight too, just like in the other one?
No, he'll spawn in one of these quadrants every time.
Every time. Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, he'll spawn in the same spot, but he'll move and he'll. I'm not looking to do that again, so please. All right, sorry. Start the next phase. Sweet. And there's a Lagoonie. If you hear that crying, screeching, Lagoonies here. So. Thankfully, with the Lagoonies, the railgun actually resets their curse clock, as I was saying. So we are trying to use that so we avoid that extra. We're not going to avoid it. As you can see here, we have 1 health. Hopefully, this does not put us into a death loop. Need some shrimp, and I need it now. You can see, you ever have that feeling when you just really need a shrimp cocktail?
It's rare. It's rare, but
Yeah.
but when it happens, it's like, oh, I need to run to my grocery store right now. Just grab that giant, that plastic container with the cocktail sauce in the middle.
Oh my god.
Nothing like it. Nothing like it.
A good old to-go cup of nothing like a to-go cup of shrimp. Okay, sweet, we faded him. So, there he is. Come on down here. All right, so he's about to go Super Saiyan on us here at the very end. He's going to use Final Flash and try to nuke us. So, does a lot of damage. I have had runs die to this section here. So once we get to about, I think, really 3%, he's going to really try to lock on. Okay. Right, here we go. Yep, 3%. So now we're just going to wait out this big bang attack here.
Yeah, this is super intense. How long this fight takes.
It really is, and having to redo it is just such a killer to run. But now he's gone. Nice kill. And there's our final boss, or not our final boss, dead, but we have more story to discover with that first.
Nice job.
No, thank you so much. Now at this point, we discover that King was actually betrayed by that earlier guy who was on the comms earlier, Professor Flatline. So at this point, we have learned that the real bad guy behind it, after all, was actually the professor who betrayed him, took the Orca Stone for himself, and he's now just trying to go to destroy the mainland of what is perceived like the mainland in this game. So he's getting away with all the treasure with the Orca Stone, and is going to about to go try to ruin things. So that's what we are quickly trying to do, this escape sequence here. So a lot of fun Super Metroid parallels. There is escape sequences in this, so that's super fun to see.
Are there animals we can save or kill?
No, there's not, but there are crabs that you can get in the secrets version, so you can get shrimp too. That's a good point. Oh, don't please do this. So we got 3 of them here. We want these. I have actually had a weird glitch happen here. Hopefully it doesn't happen, where we've had one of these Laguni despawn, and it means we could not get this key. It actually happened on GDQ hotfix. So we're gonna go through here and get into the hole. All these enemies, we don't deal with them. And now we're on to our final boss. Professor Flatline. This is a much easier boss. He's in this mech, and he's behind this shield here. So what we're going to do is kind of go set up for this fight. I'm going to grab a good old beer here. And we are going to wait. So this boss is going to involve... This is a lot more formulaic, and we can get around it a lot easier than the last couple of bosses, which have a lot more random spawns. There are still going to be enemies that spawns in this, but it won't be as bad. So what we have to do is we have to take down these pillars here that are protecting his shield. And so how we're going to do that is our favorite weapon, the railgun. It absolutely melts through these. So we're going to sit here underneath them. I'm going to take down these pillars. Boom. Reload on that. He's going to shoot this fire, but if we stand back here, it actually can't hit us. So we're safe in this section. It's going to open up these doors on the left. We kill the enemies, and then that is going to break down this pillar, and we can move on to the next section of breaking the next one down. And in between there, enemies will spawn, and then all of these, our foods and drinks, our beers and our buckets of chum will all reset. So now we're just going to wait for this next one to go. Flames us. It's okay, we can just stand here. And the end of this fight is actually not the end of the game. It is not time yet. We actually have that final escape sequence as well. So once this boss is over, we are not home free.
And when one escape sequence isn't enough, why not have a second one?
I know we're escaping in and we're escaping out, so we gotta make sure we got to double up on it for sure. Okay, so now we're trying. I'm gonna be a little risky here and see if I can get through this next section without dying, because we'll get an autosave at after the 3rd tower goes down. But if not, we'll have to do them all over again. You know what? I said that after hit by that. I'm just gonna play it safe. Let's just not say we did. So we're gonna do that. We're gonna get up here and start the tower construction. What's gonna happen here is it's gonna shoot a big beam at us. Beam is a problem. Yep, there it comes.
Ooh,
you
yep,
can sit up here. Yeah, there's the beam. I'm gonna use a little quick railgun jump to get up here, clear this enemy out, and thankfully we got the took it down and got the automatic save. So thankfully we actually did not know how to do it, but you never on a marathon you always just want to play it safe. So we're gonna grab this here, and now we're gonna do our next one, which is the most difficult of them all, but it shouldn't be too terrible. These missiles coming at us, but we're gonna take care of that with one bomb shot. Doing okay on health and shield. Okay, sweet. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna hang out down here in the water real quick. As soon as we see this red light start flashing, that's how we know this door is open. So we're actually gonna avoid this entire phase here. Hopefully we get this in one. It'd be really cool if we did. Here we go. We did not, but that's okay. That's okay. That's okay. Clean. That railgun jump was clean. He got up there in one shot. That was really thank goodness.
Yeah, I love those.
Usually,
I love the railgun jump. That's so cool.
I know. And you can do the thankfully you could just the dolphin jump out of the water is usually what we want to do, but if you can't pull it off, it's always nice that you have a backup. Okay. And now, at this point, we have knocked the Orca Stone free. from Professor Flatline here. And so we have it. So this is our complete, like, this. I always say this every time I do this fight. It's the good old I'm a fire in my laser, because it's definitely giving that very vintage meme here. So
Yeah,
we're,
yeah.
we're just going to sit on this. I know. We're just going to sit on this
I
pillar
am
here.
old enough to remember that.
Yeah, maybe I'm showing my age, but with I'm a fire in my laser. But look that up if you don't know what that is, and then you'll be like, oh wow, that's where you got that. So we're gonna keep just landing on him here. He can't damage us at this point, and then it's free.
So is this intended that you can just like, or like just sit up here, or is this something that you found?
Like using this weapon. Oh, hiding up here? Yeah, no, I just found this, and just like it saves. He will actually do a lot of damage, especially when he starts ramming you down in the later phases. So I just realized you can hit up here, he can't hit you, and then it's completely free that way. You just have to keep pointing and aiming. Now we're gonna do our final escape sequence, and then that is going to be time. So you know what? Since it's a special, we're at No Glitches Allowed, we're all about saving the animals, so we're gonna go save an animal. How about that? We're gonna save an animal. We're gonna go get our final crab here. Why not?
Save the crabs. I want to retcon my answer and say that crabs are actually my favorite. Maybe now they're my favorite. They're my favorite sea
listen,
animal.
same. I love crabs so much. Like who doesn't? I mean, the crab need potential is very high. So if you want to see a crab, here we go. There's actually this piece of glass that's broken here on this left side. So we're gonna jump and do a quick jump over there. And there's our crab hanging out in the treasure room. So we have, I won't eat him, but we will have freed the crab here in the treasure room on the escape sequence. So now he can go, free the crab, save the crab. He's able to get out of the ship as it's going, literally burning down.
Save the crab and not the treasure.
Seriously, you take the homie with us, forget the treasure.
Priorities, definitely priorities.
So I actually have died at this point, and my health is not great. But this thing, as you can tell, we have just become a complete killdozer and are killing everything in our way. Like nothing, everything here is dead. So, okay. And time. There we go.
GG.
45-24 in-game time. That's not terrible. That's really not. That's not terrible actually for in-game time. But that is it. So. We've done the thing, awesome. And at this point, Wayne has escaped and beat the game. So,
yep, I was very, very, very thrilled to see this game in action. This was super, super cool, and thanks for showing it off for us.
No, thank you for being here and just yapping with me as I just continue to talk about this game. You can see you were absolutely. This was a treat for this past 45 minutes doing this. So.
Nice, yeah, really great run. Do you have any shout outs, or want to let the folks in chat know where they can find you?
Absolutely. So yeah, I'm pretty much WildCherryMeteor, that weird name. I'm pretty much anywhere you see that. Blue Sky, Twitch, YouTube. I definitely stream. So if you're interested in hearing me talk more and do a bunch of speed running and a bunch of nonsense, definitely come check me out there. And then just a big shout out to CRian Games. I do this every time, but like CRian Games for making this game and giving us something so cool to speed run, and for No Glitches Allowed for allowing me in to have 2 runs of this event. It's super cool. So very thankful for Games Committee for having me on for this, and for y'all for being awesome, for raising so much money for this rescue. So y'all are making a difference. So continue to do so for the rest of the event, which is wrapping up soon. And that's pretty much it for me, PKC. So
awesome. Thank you, Cherry, for that amazing run of Captain Wayne Vacation Destination Any Percent. We are going to head to a quick break, but before we do, I wanted to let everyone know that we have a new incentive open for you to donate towards. We have Tame a Bear in the World of Warcraft run that is happening later on, where King Xavier, if this is met, will tame a bear as part of the starting zone run that they're doing for World of Warcraft. Have you ever wanted a pet bear? Well, who doesn't want who doesn't want a wonderful big friend-shaped animal to join us on our journey? So !donate in chat. You can donate towards either that or the Octopath Traveler Bid War. And then, we will be getting to a quick break, like I mentioned, but don't go away. We have more awesome runs coming up just in a quick bit. Hey, welcome back, everybody. Thanks again for tuning in. You're watching No Glitches Allowed 2026, where we're raising money for Go Rescue, a dog shelter in Hampton, Virginia. The Go Rescue website has its own section for the Go Rescue website has its own section for adoption success stories. While we get set up for the next run, please go check out gorescuedogs.com/success stories for some adorable pictures and heartwarming tales. And just in a couple minutes here, we'll be heading into our next run of Love Eternal 0.5%, run by Hep and Wana. But before we do that, I wanted to give a quick update on a couple of the incentives that we have going on right now. We have 2 open incentives. The first is for the run right after this one, which is World of Warcraft. That's the Exiles Reach Starting Zone run by King Xavier. And the incentive for that with $100 is going to be Tame a Bear. And if you can imagine, during that run, King Xavier will tame a pet bear and use it in our journey through the Exiles Reach Starting Zone. So if you have ever wanted a pet bear and you want to see that in World of Warcraft, go ahead and donate, and make sure you choose Tame a Bear as your target for that donation. And then the other incentive we have open is Laura D. Bunnykins later on today in a couple runs is going to be running Octopath Traveler single story, where they'll play through one of the 8 different stories in Octopath Traveler, and you can actually pick which character they play. We have Alpha the Apothecary, Cyrus the Scholar, Ophelia the Cleric, and Primrose the Dancer as your options. Primrose is currently winning, but it's still very, very close, and any of them with just a couple donations could be the winner. Still have some time for that one, but if any of those sounds great to you, I have like a bit of history with Octopath Traveler speedrunning. It was actually the first game I ever speedran, and it was the I did do a single story of one of the characters. It was actually Cyrus. Was the first run I ever did or learned. So I have my heart is with Cyrus. But if you have a favorite character or want to see any of those in particular, please head over and make a donation to the Go Rescue Pet Adoption Center and just pick which character you'd like to see.